trying to change the number on this and it won't. It hasn't loaded yet, so I can. There you go. That's better. Alright. I was going to come back tonight, and tonight was yesterday. It's now morning. It's 5 a.m. It's 5:29 a.m. April 29th, 2021. So there's nobody up on me. That's why all the lights are out, except for this one that's right over my head, so there's no lights on. So it's dark on your webcam screen. We've probably got 2 or 3 hours before Mickey gets up and asks to go out. Hi, Mickey. Yes, I said your name. He says, because you said my name, I'm coming over here. I was going to go eat, and I didn't. We went out for a walk, and we didn't get far because it's pouring rain. Cat hair in my tongue. It was pouring rain. I've been waiting for it to stop raining to take him out. There's no way. He's not going to be able to wait any longer. We're just going to go. It had been raining off and on throughout the day. Every time it stopped raining, I took him out. But I needed to take him out again before bed. Usually, we'll go down to the sidewalk and we'll walk around wherever. We just follow the sidewalk and end up who knows where. We follow side streets and just wander at random. Which he loves doing. He loves going for walks. But it was pouring rain. Usually he will walk for a really long time before he finally goes to the bathroom.
Told it, there had been a magic explosion in Skellige.
Last night,
related to Ceres' reappearance,
we didn't even get to the end of the driveway. He's like, nope.
Geralt set out for the Isles to join the sorcerers and seek further clues to Ceres' whereabouts. The druid Erwin, however, had no intention of letting Yennefer examine the woods, so Geralt and Yen sought out Jarl Krak and Crate, who helped break down the druid's resolve.
I think it stopped raining. I don't hear it raining, and I hear some birds out there.
You doubt it?
The sleeves on this dress we got for was you I think? You're doing some thing where the shirt is going on. It's all sis. It's also, it was annoying to the person. That one feels oh, there you are, you're in the camp. Yeah, I think those two were okay. I think we missed
Am I a banner to be held aloft and kept from the enemy? That's how you treat me. None of you has the courage to face this threat.
You're the only one that's I like that one, but
never mix business and pleasure.
So sure you can know him. All of you know him. I think it resorts higher. It sorts. Yes, we can.
For I think we can agree this matter is between us.
Look at the same
Us and
person.
God.
Look at our bus. Look at it. There's a little picture and a picture. We made a map of people. Plus pictures. The sidetrack. And I had to figure it out, so I just stopped. So, oh, this goes back to Kansas. That's where we're going for breakfast. If you didn't know, because it is in this last episode, then watch afterward. I have a website where I put thousands of screenshots from the game. And we have a goal of making a page for every single point of interest map location. That includes towns and cities and small little spots like this. This is doing great. So we come back and forth. That's what we're doing. Back and forth. At various weathers, various times of days, and with various travel companions. You do nothing but get lots of screenshots. And my recording setup, if you notice, I don't stop the game, I just keep doing this. A lot of people, when they go to take screenshots, they typically stop the game, close everything, and then they take a picture. The thing that they have a button that takes a picture. I have a movie editing software on here. And I have it hooked up to record, and so it is constantly taking screenshots. It goes at around 60 per second, which is why I have so many tens of thousands, but I have so many tens of thousands of screenshots on the website for that reason. So I don't have to stop the game, and it takes action shots of driving the horse. Get front angle. Oh, because we can't see. Use it hard. It's supposed to be. we also end up with falling into water off cliffs when we do this. We need to be careful. Like that. If I catch it like I could just now, before it goes too far into the water, the horse doesn't disappear. A lot of times I don't have vehicles on horse. We have close to 2,000 hours of doing exactly what I'm doing. Not sure the exact hours. I think we've got over 2,000 hours by now. I don't know, we're close to it. I know we're really close to it. Can we check it with on the horse? I think we can. Yes, we can. 1,773 hours and 8 minutes. That is how many hours we have been doing, not playing the game, not doing the quests, and just taking screenshots. Also, we're up to level 578 from doing that. Our sword attacks is... Wow. Those shouldn't be like that. Look at that. You have 900 vitality. What is it? It's because we got this sword. Oh, it's because we got that thing on the sword. Okay, yeah. Forget about that. Also, I like Divide Blade. I like Spinner too. What is... Wait. Which one's your Spinner, right? Oh, no, you're not. Your Spinner. You're the one... Why is that one Spinner? That was pushing it this way. Yes, you're the one with the weird twist and break. Put the white blade on. This is like Spinner. It's just made out of a bamboo tooth or something. Still like Avallac'h. Alright, put the spinner back on. I do like the spinner better than the white blade. Also, I went in, as you can see, we have not gone because I haven't done anything with the game, so we have gone nowhere. And not gone to any more merchants, but we're no longer overburdened. I went in and I found a file that adds weight, and I told it to take the weight off some type of quest items, I don't know which ones, and books. So, some stuff is back in our inventory, florins and things that weren't in our inventory before. And some stuff no longer has weight, but then other stuff does have weight still. But we're down, we had 400 pounds quest items. So there was no way we could never be not overcrowded. It's always going to be overcrowded. Pick a Run this way. Yes, run this way. We don't have very many screenshots of the Avallac'h this morning. Maybe 10. I don't see. It's hard to talk and concentrate on running the horse. He looks under the horse different when he's got a weapon in his hand. I don't think I ever noticed. The animation's slightly different. I see. We gonna lose our horse? Yeah. Lose our horse. I was trying to get him not over encumbered because the camera angle changes, and before the camera was angled, was zoomed in right up close on it, which is fine. Mind it doing that. But we're trying to get screenshots for it. Try to like it further away. Can we get the whale screenshots now? That's where we were running into problems. It was zoomed, the camera angle was just zoomed in so close.
Are you serious? You must be. Not jest about something like that. A nice thing to wake up to.
Literally the only time Siri is ever happy in either the novels or the games. Avallac'h's not dead, oh boy! Yeah, there we can get, it was zoomed in so close to him that we also couldn't get the entire whale in these pictures. And now we can get our whale screenshots.
First of all, box. Second, if you're going to speak of courage, at least address me directly and not through Geralt.
He would have. That's never every time she says that. That was extremely not something he would have done. The stuff he was saying, he definitely said. But he would have said it to her. He would not have said it to Geralt indirectly to her like that. It's one of those things that I went, why did the game developers do that? There was no reason for that. That was completely out of character. I thought it was very in your face. It was. He was going to say something. He was going to say it to you.
What's the catch?
That's like that other one where she says, if he hates me so much, why didn't he tell it to my face? He would have. Which is why I think he didn't. Because he definitely would have. He did not care about people's feelings at all. He sugarcoated nothing. Part of the reason why I like him is because he was like that. I hate people who pussyfoot around, sugarcoat everything. I can't stand it. I hate it. I like people who are going to tell you exactly what they think, exactly what they feel. A lot of the people in the fiction novels didn't. That was one of the things that made him stand out from the other characters. The fact that he was going to say
Treated your
exactly
body like a
what's on his
silent
mind.
pork.
Didn't give a shit what anybody thought about it. Does take a specific personality to become a hermit. So you really need to not care what people think. If you're a hermit, people are going to think and say a lot.
I'm not a witcher.
You need
Just
to
grew up.
not give a shit about it. Otherwise, you can't live a lifestyle. He was a hermit in the novel. Something the game doesn't tell you.
Did you know?
He wouldn't have done that either. That. What did you say? They made him secretive and evasive, and he wasn't in this.
Did you know?
He said it again. That, where they're talking about Avallac'h. The game makes out, oh, he's trying to hide it. He wasn't trying to hide her in the waters. Again, doesn't give a shit what people think about it. So, also, I don't care what Avallac'h thought about him, and, hey look, I've got a new girlfriend over here. To his wife. He didn't care what people thought of him.
Avallac'h. He prepared some special ointments for me.
Didn't care what his wife thought about him. Didn't care what his girlfriends thought about him. He did not care. Extreme amount of arrogance. So he wouldn't have tried to hide it from her. The thing where he talks in riddles, in the game they just throw that in like, oh yeah, this is what he does. He had a spell cast on it and he couldn't get that one. It didn't matter how much he wanted to do it because he was capable of a lie. And when he wanted to lie, since he couldn't, he would speak in reverse riddles to confuse people. This is the only time he did it. But in the game, they've got it like, oh yeah, no, he just talks in riddles.
I never mix business and pleasure.
He's trying to be almost spooky, Mr. No. If he's talking in a riddle, he's trying to lie to you if he's weak because it's a spell cast on him that prevents him from telling a lie. That's the whole reason you get that scene with Gills. You think he's honest with you? You think he can't do anything otherwise? That scene is only to test and see, did you read the novels? Do you know he can't tell a lie?
Come. Don't just stand there.
And if you haven't read the novels and you don't know he can't tell a lie, and did you hear Gale say that immediately? Oh, he must be lying to me. No, the game's just giving you a great theory. So I know if you read the novels to know that he isn't lying to you. But these are the angles we were trying to give the whale earlier, but just couldn't do it because of the camera. Because we were overburdened. Now we can get the whale up over our head. Why does the whale have buried in the dirt like this? I mean, the dirt would, if it was a storm, the dirt would cover it. But the grass, do you know how long it takes grass to grow? Do you know how fast a body decomposes? This body is going to be a rotted mush within a week. For the grass to get that tall, 4 or 5 months. So, we on the beach. Whales wash up on the beach quite frequently. It's a regular occurrence. There was just a big change in Maine laws last year because 12 whales washed up on the beach here, and it was all PETA was here fighting with the fishermen. Oh, many. They weren't. It wasn't the fishermen's fault. PETA was just, oh look, fishermen, you know, there's more than half the world's food supply of fish comes from right here. So there's a lot of fishermen.
Jirel recognized the
You're
strength
not a
of my
fisherman and you're not a lumberjack, but you're doing living in Maine. There's no jobs around here. That's why you see a lot of authors for artists in Maine, because we can live in Maine and we work anywhere. I mean, if I want to write a new novel, I can go anywhere to write it. I don't have to go to a specific location. There's no jobs out there.
In that case,
If you don't have a job, like YouTubers could live here. If I was doing YouTube as an income, I could do YouTube. People like Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart lives in Maine. People know that shit. It's not that far away. She's further away than Stephen King. Stephen King's closer. John Travolta also lives in Maine. Christy Alley lives in Maine. Betty Davis lived in Maine until she died. She lived right in Biddeford. Betty Davis lived in Biddeford.
Am I a banner to be held aloft and kept from the enemy? That's how
Marilyn
you treat
Monroe
me.
not only lived in
None of
Maine,
you
she
has
was
the courage
born
to
in
face
Maine,
this
she
threat.
was from Maine. Alan Young lived in Maine. He was also from Maine and was a native Mainer. Again, how many people know that? And if you're watching me and you don't know who Alan Young is,
Tyrell recognized the strength of my argument. I've no doubt.
Boyle, you don't know me. Alan Young is my best friend. Ooh, nice one.
Where to, if I might ask?
I like what this. I can't remember what reshade we're using. Are we using a reshade that I made or one that somebody else made? I think this is one that I made. How do we pull up the reshades? I forgot. This button. This button. Yes. White Wolf. Okay, we're using White Wolf. White Wolf's not one that I made. White Wolf's one of those old reshades, ain't it? Made back like when the game first came out? I know it, like a month ago, we went through switching up the reshades and switched everything around. I can't remember which one we were using. But when we get to this area in Skellige, this reshade looks really good in this area in Skellige. Also, are those birds glitching out over there, or are those sirens? There's something I can see them in the distance, and it's annoying me, and I think I might want to swim over to it just to get it to go down because it's bothering me. And now I forget what I was saying because that sidetracked me. What was I saying? I'll remember an hour or so from there. Oh, it was down. This thing in the sky, it's bothering me. I want to see what it is. I keep seeing it. Is it grass that we can see? Because for some reason the load distance is off, or is it a clump of birds glitching out? I think it's a clump of grass now that we're getting closer to it. Is it a disembodied clump of grass? It's not even on an island? That's what it is. Well, buddy, where are you? There you are. Disembodied clump of grass. Why do we have disembodied clump of grass? Let's see where we are. I know why this is here. This is not an accident. This is the spawn point of the ghost ship. That's what I was wondering when I started looking out and I realized there's a whale there and I can see the island. It probably is there by accident, but that's the spawn point for the ghost ship. If you come here, it'll only happen once per playthrough. But you come here at 1 a.m. and must be at exactly 1 a.m. That also means we are quite close to where it landed. Hey, we can see the whale on the water. We are quite close to where it landed. And we can go look at it. It does land and you can board it. We have not done it since Avallac'h was blocked. So we'll have to do it in the third Avallac'h playthrough because we have already done it in this playthrough. We'll have to do it in the third Avallac'h playthrough. But it's blue and invisible, outlining. It spawns, comes up out of the water. It does it 3 times. It comes out of the water, flies through the sky, goes back down. Repeats, does it again. Does it 3 times. And when it goes down, it lands over here in the water. And you can go and see it. And we can swim out there. It's not that far away. We'll swim out there. Yeah, the whale graveyard's where we go. We go to the whale graveyard, swim straight out, and you will encounter it. And it lands down in here. And it sits there. It's all broken up and half sitting there. And you go over here to this island, this little teeny island here. You sit there, you meditate the day ahead, meditate the day ahead, meditate the day ahead. Why is our horse out there in the middle of the water? Is our horse actually all the way over there? We lost our horse over here by the whale graveyard. Okay. After 3 days, a big storm happens and it comes up out of the water and it lands on the island. And so we've already done all that. There's video footage of it. There's our whale. Let's see. We want to swim. Is that where we want to swim? Yeah. That's the only where it lands, right? Is that another the right place? The next one right past it. Okay. Yeah, I was recognizing the shape of that island. There's like a lookout point or something on this island. And that was when we first started having the girls as travel companions. And I was starting to make the mod that removes the nudity, the nudity mod. And it was ridiculous. It was for about maybe a week or so, maybe 2 weeks. Where's it going with this? Where I was spotting these girls in. And we were having trouble when you spawn them in and they stand there. There are 1,537 nude female characters in the game. And to try to spawn in the ones we were looking for, we would have to flip through all these characters. We'd have to go down this list because it doesn't let you just type it in and spawn it in. You have to go down the list and select it. So it was displaying all of these characters, and 1,537 of them were naked. And I was like, okay, we know what these characters are in the game, we can avoid them. And I had a mod that somebody else made that put clothes on the quest ones, so they never showed up. But every time we wanted to spawn in travel companions for Avallac'h, we had to scroll down through this list of several hundred naked girls. And because of that, my channel all of a sudden got this insane amount of views. There was people who had seen it and went, and they're like, look, spawning in all these naked characters. No, I wasn't spawning in naked characters. If they actually listened to what I was saying, and I was complaining about the fact that we have to scroll down through all these naked characters to get to the one character that we want. It was annoying the hell out of me. There was no way to avoid it. The way the game is made, there's just absolutely no way you can avoid that. Okay. We're just gonna be attacked. I was wondering if there was a treasure underneath there, but no, they're just attacking. I think there is on the island. This one just... We don't have a crossbow, but we can attack. Oh, we can do. Are you dead? If you're dead, we can probably loot. Get really close to land and get the loot. Unless it goes up on land. Also, this light, the animation is changed. This light spinning around him, I've got the animation changed so it doesn't look like what you'd see in the vanilla game, but this spell that is killing them is in the vanilla game. This is not a mod. It's protection. It's one of the ring right enchantments. It's why we're able to swim through the water like this, and they're just attacking us, and they are exploding, and we're not taking damage. So if you want to be able to be attacked, it comes on automatically. I didn't have to turn it on. It's a Quen enchantment. It activates a higher powered Quen. And it does it automatically. It does the normal Quen animation with the orange ball around it. I changed what the animation looks like to be this blue sparkly around him instead. Now, they all seem to be dead. Yes, you guys did drop loot. Yeah, see, if the sirens are close to land, but you're not going to be able to pick it up. Okay, for some reason he can't pick up this loot. I don't know why. No, you can. Alright. We just stop swimming? Okay, we have to stop swimming. It's not letting him do it while he's in the swim animation. Yeah, that's what I said. When the sirens... are close enough to land, if you swim under the water, they do drop loot. You see so many people, they're like, ah, they're over the water, they didn't drop loot. They do. It just goes down, and usually, if they're over deep water, it just goes down so far you can't reach it. But the water's pretty shallow here, so we're able to reach it. And not all of them dropped loot, which means some of them went up on land. Can we get up on the land here? Don't do that. Stop. No. He's doing that thing he does. Yep, there we go. Doing the thing he does. Stop. There we go. We broke him out of it. Yes, we broke him out of it. I don't know why sometimes I can get him out of it, and other times we have to reload to get him. And I've seen it happen to other people playing the game, but I don't know if they have mods or not. I'm pretty sure it's a mod causing it in my case. Yes, there's the lookout point. And I know we can get up to that. We've gotten up there somehow before. I think there's like an entrance. You can see the ghost ship. We tested it. We went back to an old save file. We went back to an old save file and tested. Can you see the ghost ship from these lookout points? Yes, you can. You're here at the right time. Let's see. I knew there was a treasure here. That's why the sirens are. I also know we already got it. And it's sparkling. So anytime we ever found this island, we haven't come back to this island since then. But if you stand here, also there's another one over there, I think. Can you get two over? If you stand here, the ghost ship comes out over there, back there more where we were, goes up over that way, and goes down over there. This is the lookout point where you can stand to watch it. It'll only do it once per playthrough. So once it's done it, if you want to see it again, you have to load back to an old save file.
Instead of at Avallac'h's hideout, I landed right in the middle of Crookback Bog.
Are we close enough to the water to be able to spawn the whale in here? I don't know if you find it. Oh, we didn't go in there. There's all the dead sirens down there. Stuff floating around. Look what I was saying before the sirens attacked me too. Yeah, it wasn't. Yes, there actually. I think that box back there is the only one. Or I guess this one's unlocked. And we should be able to see, because like I said, we've already done the ghost ship on this place. And if it wasn't so foggy and snowy, we could see the ghost ship from here. But we got low visibility because of the fog and stuff. So, let's do that. I don't see any of the siren loot up here, so I think some of their loot just went down through the back. So it would have landed up on top of these rocks if it had gone on the land. And
Tally ho!
over there, is it possible? And I can see, can we make it all the way to this very tiny pink? They're on this little tiny pink. That's a drop of whale.
We found a portal. It took us to a world where Eridan couldn't find us for perhaps half a year.
starting to clear up, we can see. That's where we just came from. That's the That is where the half of the gin boat is over there. Where is the ship? It's over there. Am I looking in the right direction? Yeah, the gin chips in here. Over there. We don't have enough visibility to see
Aren't
it.
you nosy?
Whales in full. Alright. Let's safely slide down. Can we safely slide down and not die? There we go. Do it correctly if you trigger a slide and not fall.
Está listo, Fabio. Idea con lei.
So I don't know now which one did I do what? Which one did I say to what? He just jumped up and looked around. They saw me here and he looked like that. Okay. That makes sense. It's good for sleeping through the night. Some dogs won't sleep through the night. Some dogs are gonna get up and howl. Straight ahead? Okay, straight ahead. We're aimed at the right now. It's easy to lose your sense of direction in the ocean. Also, the ocean has a current, so it slowly moves you. There it is, I see it. And there's a place, I can't remember exactly where it is. It's around here somewhere, but I think we might have already gone by it. And it's like a giant black square box in the water. And that is the central point of the ship itself. Okay, now we have to check it out. We didn't finish our world graveyard expansions. We can go back there and do this. It went rain, snow, rain up there. It was snowing and then it went to rain, then it went back to snowing and then it went to rain. Yes, it's already grounded now. I need to get this whole thing that you do with it. But this is the ghost ship that flies over the sky at night. It'll eventually land and you can go on it. When it lands out over here in the water. And you can't board it at that point. But if you wait 3 days and come back at 10 p.m., tidal wave thing pushes it up onto the island, and then you can board it. A lot of waves. You got this little island over there that you can land on to meditate. So the ship lands right here where we are right now. And it just floats here in the water. And you can swim around it, but you can't get on it. But if you go right here in front of it, this is directly in front of it when it's in the water. So you just go right here. And you meditate past 3 days to 10 p.m. And a big wave comes and pushes it up on the wall. And then you can go over here and you can get up on it through here. I don't know, how did you get up on it? How did you go on it? Water, if you do it from there, I think you did it from the water right here, didn't you? Yes, we did. Now on the good ship. Yes, it becomes a solid ship if you can board it. And it had some type of a treasure on it when we first found it. I can't remember what it was. I think the treasure is before it goes on land. You swim under it while it's still floating, and there's like a barrel or something under it. We did that back early in this playthrough, so we did it 3 years ago. This playthrough has been going on for 3 years. And there's another treasure thing up here, which is guarded by a
try to reach the place where last we were together.
That's the one I'm thinking it is. Could have mixed up with another one, but I think this is the one that has like a ravine with a cave in it. Somewhere there was one with a ravine with a cave in it. I thought it was.
Better than none.
Except I don't see the polar bear. And it's some type of earth sign here that you get with the polar bear. Can't remember what. We've already done all of this stuff. So. The loot here now is the respawn loot from the loot respawning. Stop sliding. Don't know who because we did at one point have a goal to climb up every single mountain that we could find in the game. That was very early. Would have been the first one.
Looking for lost little girls.
But why did they do that also? That bothers me. Where Ciri rescues that little girl. Ciri in the novel, she would have been, a child! Oh boy, I can stab its eyes out and rip its tongue out and get its intestines. She hated children, she killed children. Ciri was a serial killer in the novels. She was insane. And she hated children. She had a goal.
Avallac'h vanity
It's
is
one of
Imran's
those
greatest
things
weakness.
where it's like, Ciri's got a problem. She had a goal, and she was very vocal about it. She hated children so much, she called children parasites. She hated children so much that she had made it her goal to find and hunt down every pregnant female in the universe and stab them in the belly and
can't
rid
say
them
just yet,
of the parasite.
But I'm not willing to rule it out.
She wanted to eliminate all children. That was Ciri's goal in life. He said she's got some issues in these. That's also why I don't understand why people call her sweet and innocent and kind and loving and big-hearted and also, I mean, she's doing a George Floyd. She's running around stabbing pregnant women in the belly, just like George Floyd. Why do people worship George Floyd? I hate men who beat up pregnant women, stabbing in the belly. All these schools that are being renamed to be named after George Floyd. Sooner or later, the children in those schools are going to wonder, so why are my parents in love with George Floyd so much? Maybe we should research. Oh, I see. Stabs pregnant women in the belly. Well, I guess I should run around and stab pregnant women in the belly too. I mean, that's what parents probably do. They in my school. How long is it going to be before it's a trend of school children, instead of bringing guns to school, bring knives to school to stab their pregnant teachers and their pregnant classmates because we named a school after George Floyd? That's a You know that's why they were trying to arrest him, right? No, what the police officer did was not right. They shouldn't have killed him. I completely agree with everybody who's like, justice, yes. But I don't agree with the people who are worshiping George Floyd like he's a hero. Men who run around stabbing pregnant women in the belly and all that. He was about to get death penalty. So that's why the police officer felt he should do it early. Which is wrong. Police officer should not have taken the law into his own hands like that. He should not have done that. But it doesn't change the fact, the reason why he did it was that George Floyd was running around stabbing pregnant women in the belly. Because he thought that was fun.
I believe I qualify.
The police officer was a jerk, yes. But so was he. I don't like the fact that you are seeing people making George Floyd out to be a hero when he was a vile piece of shit. And had that police officer not killed him, there'd be a lot of people who would have been dead. All these people who are worshiping, they would have voted him dead. They would have been screaming justice for black men. Black pregnant women. And the news media is doing a very good job at making sure the black women that he attacked, the black pregnant women that he attacked, their voices are not heard because the lives of black pregnant women and the lives of black babies don't live. As they can get their precious little news reports. I hate that. People are running around screaming Black Lives Matter, but do they in their minds? If Black Lives really mattered, then why doesn't the black pregnant women he stabbed in the belly, why doesn't their lives matter? The black babies that he was killing, why doesn't their lives matter? You people are a bunch of hypocrites. If Black lives really mattered, the lives of the black pregnant women that he attacked would also matter to you. I don't know, I wonder these people who are doing the Black Lives Matter stuff, any of my predilection levels. Series worse. He's a lot worse. And that police officer didn't hate black people. He hated that a black man was running around stabbing black pregnant women. He was trying to protect black people. Siri, on the other hand. Siri hates black people. She's not doing that. That looks like a thing you can climb down in without buses. You need to get stuck in it. The reason?
No, I want to listen.
The reason? Oh, the reason. I want to listen to this guy's wife tell me that he talks to her all the time. Like I didn't know that already. I'd like to go. Listen, what's that? Couldn't show him up. Sit there for years and not say a word. As soon as somebody got him talking, he wasn't going to stop. He was desperate to have somebody to talk to. Oh, look, here's this wife that I knew he had, and he talks to her all the time. I'm so surprised he talks to her. It's so obvious that the game
Despise me so, they
developers,
should leave me be.
the game developers who wrote dialogue, they weren't writers, and they didn't use logic. They didn't know the characters really well. They really needed to have the original author write the dialogue for the characters in the game, because some of the stuff the characters say and do in the game, it's like, there's no way in hell the characters in the novels would have done except these things. Why did they say it in the game? You hear me talk about it with Avallac'h and Ciri because Avallac'h and Ciri, the characters in the novel, said what? But they did that with all the characters. And
Finally made it.
you want to hear people complain about how much they changed the character. Talk to the game fans. There are so many people who are huge fans of Jennifer in the novels, and they hate Jennifer in the game because Jennifer in the game is nothing, not even close to being like Jennifer in the novels. I think of any character that went through a character change to be different from how they were in the novels. I think Jennifer is the one who had to
I'm gone.
And then Ciri, and then Geralt. I had people tell me before I read the novels that Geralt is really different in the novels. I like Geralt a lot in the game, and I like Geralt a lot from the first game because I started out with The Witcher from the first game back when it was new. I've been a fan of the Witcher series for years. Decades. And I hadn't read the novels. I knew they were out there, but I hate fantasy novels. I don't read fantasy novels. And everybody always described them as being like Lord of the Rings. So if anybody knows me, you know I can't stand the Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings movies? Great. Lord of the Rings books? Boring as hell. If you've ever tried to read the Lord of the Rings books? You know.
Could use a portal about now.
Really? Okay. Heading off. Can we get to all these little hands? I'm not sure. Have we done it? I know we've gone to every island we could get to. But I also thought we were swimming the other direction. Yes, that one ain't on the map. That's the one we were just on. This one has a thing on the map. Panda Cave. Well, we need to turn around. I was intending to swim back this way. The Witcher 1 was the first Witcher game. Was The Witcher. That was my favorite game. And Cults I can't stand Chris Merigold. Witcher. Most people don't like him. I've seen so many people, they'll start out with Witcher 3, and they hear people talk about how much they hate Chris Merigold. And then they'll play Witcher 3, and they're like, well, what's wrong with Chris Merigold? She seems okay. He got in Witcher 3. Play Witcher 1. This is insane. Oh my god, she's insane. Psychotic, psycho bitch. Triss Merigold in Witcher 1 is the type of person, you bow down and kiss my foot right now or I'm gonna blow your brains out. I mean, she's horrible on so many levels. Oh my god, she is so horrible. I have never met or encountered or talked to anyone who played Witcher 1 and didn't finish that game hating Triss Merigold. I've seen people who played Witcher 3 first and they're like, well, I'll play the other games. And they'll start out playing Witcher 1 and they'll usually get somewhere around the dinner party. They'll usually get around there and they'll be like, oh, I can't stand it anymore. I can't finish this game. That's usually the point. Some people actually make it past that point and they get to the point of Elven and they're like, oh my god, what is wrong with her? If they make it past the dinner party. Netflix wasn't inspired by the game. You can tell. That dress is in Netflix. Oh yes, Netflix wasn't inspired by the game. But you get past the dinner party. If you can make it past Triss Merigold in the dinner party. Also, Avallac'h is in Witcher 1. If you could stop bitching about Triss Merigold during the dinner party, Avallac'h is there. He's in all 3 games. He's unnamed until right at the very end of Witcher 1. Dandelion comes over and starts talking to Geralt. And Geralt's like, so I remember this girl. And Dandelion's, oh yeah. Yeah, don't go try and look for her. She went to Avalon with Avallac'h. And Kulkstein is going to tell you a lot about Avallac'h. And then Triss Merigold is going to tell you a lot about Avallac'h. If you listen to what Triss Merigold says, and stop complaining about how much you hate Triss Merigold and actually listen to what she's saying. You get a huge amount of information about the fact that, so there's this ashen-haired girl that you're looking for, but yeah, there's this whole thing with Lara Darren, and she looks like Lara Darren, and that there's this elf. You know, this crazy elf that she lives with, and she's married to him, and then you know, in the very next scene, everybody's, boobs! Yes. Why don't you listen to the boobs that are talking to you? Who are you? Oh, I'm your gray-haired daughter that you're looking for. Boobs! You're not listening to her. Who's this guy that you're with? Oh, he's my husband. Yeah. That's Avallac'h. That's Ciri. Boobs! Nobody can get past the Lady of the Lake scene. They just sit there and go, boobs! Have you never seen boobs in your entire life? What the hell? What is it with these people? I've watched hundreds of people play Witcher 1, and they get to that scene, and it's just boobs. That's what they sit there and they say, boobs, over and over. Okay, yes, that's Ciri standing there naked with the psychotic hermit fisherman that is not going to let you near her. Nobody listens to what Triss Marigold said just before that scene, and then nobody listens to what, because they're too busy hating on Triss Marigold, and then all of a sudden there's boobs there, so they can't listen to anything Ciri is saying. And everybody ends up missing it. And then the same thing happens again there. Ciri and Avallac'h are in Witcher 2. And they're only in Witcher 2 in one cutscene. But also, boobs. Again. And so people don't listen, they don't. Triss Marigold is standing there talking. This and this and this and this and this, and the player is just boobs, boobs. And then they'll watch something I do it, and then they're like, wait, was Ciri and Avallac'h in Witcher 2? I remember Ciri and Avallac'h in Witcher 2. Oh, I don't know, maybe you were too busy pointing at the screen and saying boobs. Because that's what happens in both Witcher 1 and Witcher 2, the scene that has Ciri and Avallac'h and the scene that has Ciri and Avallac'h, in both cases, it's a naked woman standing there talking. Oh, where are we? We're at an island. I think it's the big island. There's a place where we can get out and look around and see what do we recognize. We could look at a map, but I see harpies. Are we near the Cyclops? You can't make it? You really can't make it? Is this, is this the water line by Cyclops? Oh, is this that one that's really hard to get to because it's so far down? You can't get to it without the killer whale potion. I think it is. And even then, it's so far down. There's like a second one. This is not stuck. No, don't be stuck. Get stuck on that. This is the one where you can't go down easily to get to it. Over by the Cyclops house. We had the evergreen. Why did we stop? No, stop. Alright, let's walk away. We step on that. Never never go down a way, so I don't know. Why can't you do it?
Ah, yes. Now I
Also, we used to see these
How did you fare on Bull Mountain?
Triss Marigold has a different voice actor in a different game. Dandelion has 2 voice actors. At the same time. Not in different games. Not, oh, we have a voice actor here in this game and a different voice actor in this game. No. We have Dandelion. And voice actor. Same game. I know where we are. There's a quest over there that we can do. Okay. I was looking for this place a few months back, and I can't remember which island it was. This place with the harpies. We were looking for harpies, and I was like, I knew there's a place with harpies. Which island is it? We just found it. We were looking for it in the world. So this is not the place with harpies. This is an island that just happens to have a lot of harpies. I think, can't we go up there and light that lighthouse? I think we can. But that's what I was saying. The cutscene load screen, the load screen, when the game's loading. That's Dandelion Park. That is also Cultstein's voice. That's Cultstein's voice actually. As Dandelion.
Yes?
Our friend has flowers. You can't get flowers because and that. You interrupted my father. I think he probably, I can't remember his name, but I think he probably has more voices in this game than any other voices. In addition to Dandelion during the load screen, not Dandelion during the rest of the game. He also does Resimir Aridin, Corinthia, Detloff, Vesemir in Witcher 1, Aridin in Witcher 2. And Tuxton.
Finally made it.
But then you have a different voice actor doing Dandelion. He's a famous voice actor, and I completely cannot remember his name. He does a lot of characters in Red Dead Redemption 2.
Avallac'h's a good tutor.
Avallac'h's a good tutor, okay. What is the game with quiet use for? You listen when she says that, and it's implied. Oh yeah, he taught me magic, and he taught me the history of all these stuff with the elves, and he taught me this and that, and so when did he get off his ass and do anything? He's an incredibly lazy character. The only teaching he did was just he taught Ciri how to be Avallac'h. He made her wear Laura's clothes, his jewelry, and he had her living with him like she was Laura. He taught her to talk like Laura, act like Laura. He taught her to walk like Laura. And Laura was an adulterous little bitch who ran around because Avallac'h was sexual and Avallac'h wasn't going to have sex with anybody. So he wouldn't have sex with Laura Darren. So Laura Darren ran off and committed adultery and got pregnant. So guess what? Since everything else Laura Darren did, you must do. Here, go run off with this guy and get pregnant. Have a legitimate baby, because that's what Laura did, and I need Laura back. That's all he taught. How to be Laura, how to look like Laura, how to act like Laura, how to dress like Laura, how to run around with other men like Laura did.
I'll wait for you
He
here.
wanted Laura back. Bill is still alive, and Place is still alive. We lost that one. If we fast travel, which we probably won't, because Skellige is really going to get in stations. So, unless we die, which we probably won't, because we've been dying, so we've been very good about not dying. In a few episodes, Plus now we're climbing mountains and stuff. We'll probably fall off the mountain sooner or later. That's falling off of things that have to be hurried down. Lighthouses and ladders and roofs. If this protection spell doesn't activate, almost everyone's going to keep killing him. He used to die. He would be reloading the game about every 12 minutes. I timed it. I started timing on him. It was just about every 12 minutes he would reload the game.
Incidentally, interesting choice of allies. Do you think Avallac'h is honest with you? Just curious.
It's good. Yes, it's good. You know he can't help. And anybody who's read the novels knows. Oh yeah, Gils is asking that because, hey yeah, there was this guy that couldn't kill him what? Wait, was it Avallac'h? And that everybody else who hasn't read the novels, he must be lying to us. Mickey likes to sleep on his bed. He's laying on the bed with his feet up in the air. That's his favorite way to sleep, just laying on his back and sleeping. We are I think let's meditate here, because we need to. Almost to 80%. It'll turn red as soon as it goes to 80%. So we need the 6 hours. Do it, or do we need 8 hours? Let's go with 6 hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, alcohol in inventory. Well, the items cannot be replenished. I haven't seen that message in over a year. Why did that come up? Oh, it stopped raining and we got daytime.
Nothing you need worry about.
We so rarely have daytime in this game for lack of rain. And that is because of a mod that I made. Not the daytime, but the lack of rain. I made a mod. If you live in these areas like Skellige and Avallac'h, where you're in a swampy area and you've got a lot of snow, there's a reason for that. Called precipitation. It means it rains a lot. If you have a lot of snow, you have a lot of rainfall. That is the reason. If you have a lot of swamp, you have a lot of rain. The vanilla game does not have nearly enough rain for that type of an area. We live in an area that is a massive amount of swampland and snow most of the year. Also, as you are hearing right now, outdoors, it's raining.
Sea available weight at a safe distance from the
It
Nile.
rains all the time. And it bothered me that the game, there's not enough rain in the game to accommodate this type of area. So I made a mod to make a lot more rain. There are about 3,000 rain patterns now the game has. And and I think you only have one more left. And this here should be the path. No, I don't know the name of this island. Which do we see what the name of this island is? Because I'm pretty sure we don't have a page for this island here. It's been a long time since we've done this. I was making pages for stuff initially, but I hadn't started making pages for every single point of interest until recently. So, this is one of the locations that do not yet have a page. And is this where we can light it? It's not telling us we can light it. Some of these we can light. If we ignite it,
I wish we'd spent more time together then.
game only fan fiction. You do not wish you had spent more time together. Map? Where are we? Doesn't tell me the name of this island? It did when we were swimming up here. Don't have any paper here rated on this. Also, why are they spelling harbor B-O-R? They wouldn't have spelled it that way in Europe. Wouldn't spell it that way in Maine. It annoys Americans that we up here in Maine don't use American spellings, use European spellings. Bay of Winds. Is that where we got those screenshots before? And I didn't know where we had gotten them. It could be. I have a giant bag of lifesavers that's sitting on the floor here beside the chair. And it's almost empty.
Not here.
We left our horse on a
Not now.
different island. So we need to call our horse. Is our horse here anywhere? We left our horse in the ocean.
Craves the pleasures of the flesh, wine, sex. The crone's indulging, flatter his ego. I'm certain he'd not let this opportunity pass, and will be on Bull Mountain ASAP.
Bilmarth is another one. Huge fans of Bilmarth. And he's not in the novels. Some people who went to read the novels just to see. So what's Bilmarth like in the novels? I mean, they read the whole thing. It wasn't in the novels. A lot of characters in the game.
No, it means that I was young and drunk. And it happened. At least it's not terribly visible.
If it was where it was in the novels, it's not visible at all. Bear just went by. Is the bear killing the wolves? I can see a bunch of dead wolves down there. Oh, that's one. We're trying to get our horse again, so we're about to be over there. We are very close to being over there. I got a horse again. So can you be able to do this?
Discouraged after a
Oh, no,
mere
it's
8
not.
attempts?
Bear.
Sierra.
I mean, wolves. It's the rabbits. The dead rabbits. I'm confused by this one. There you are. So am I switching just because we were on a steep peak mountain thing and the horse didn't want to climb with it? We need to put stuff on our horse. Almost over. I have a hard time seeing the loop. This time of day and this type of grass. Trying to remember where we are on this island in comparison to what is on the island. This is the island with the tower. Seagull bats. And that race thing. Did we do that yet? In this playthrough. I don't know. We might have already done that first. Because we have done some of the quests. Did I move the armors that we were going to sell into our stash? No, I think I did. Hi, Ross. What you doing? No. Okay. That's right. We had gloves. We had gloves and pants that we were keeping. That's what I moved into the stash. I think these things I'm moving don't weigh much. No, they don't. They don't weigh much. So stuff isn't going to go down much. I think it's the herb items that weigh a lot. Have we got gloves on now? I don't know. Wait, are you wearing gloves? You are wearing gloves. Okay. But how are these different? They're high powered. Alright, so put these as the gloves in this stash. These are actually better, it says? Really? We'll keep doing so we get. Payrug for pierogi. Why do they call them dumplings? The English translation for pierogi is pierogi, not dumplings. Tefag for cottage cheese, the stuffing of pierogies. We have 900 of those already. Wow. Let's see if we can get it back down to 300. have almost no crafting ingredients in our stash. What? How can we sold them all? And this is all stuff that we just looted now because we had already put everything in our inventory, in our stash. So we started out with crafting and alchemy empty. And the weights aren't much on these anymore because they're not going down hardly at all. Oh yes. Takes a lot to take it down just 1 pound now. Hi, Rest. You looking at your dog? It's only gone down 3 pounds in a while. So these must be down. Oh yes, so low now. Hey, I changed the number on the weight multiplier. The weight multiplier was times, it was the weight code times 5, and I changed it to times 3. So items shouldn't be as heavy anymore as they were. No, we also didn't check. That's going to change the weight that our horse is carrying too, right? Yes. Our horse was over 6,000 pounds. Now it's down to 3,000. And we've been adding stuff. Yeah, the vanilla weights. The game, all the items in the game originally had weights, and the weights were just so insanely too heavy. And so then in one of the updates, one of the early updates, it was like the 1.07 update, I think. It was one of the really early ones. They took the weight out completely instead of making it more reasonable. So they went from one extreme to the other. And I reactivated it because the weight codes are still in the game. They just tabbed it out so that it doesn't load anymore. I see a dog on my feet. What you doing? Did you wake up? You heard, I saw you wake up when I opened the candy wrapper. Yes, there it is. You woke up when I opened the candy wrapper. Thought I heard this. What you doing? Rask. Yes, there's your dog. He's sitting on my feet. Rask says, I need to come in. I'm here too. I want to hear you, Rask. How long have we been going? Over 2 hours. A little over 2 hours. Hey guys. You guys are both going to need your medicine soon. They both have medicine twice a day. Whoops, it wouldn't have that one. They both have medicine twice a day. Are there new items? I'm looking for non-book items that we can. And we can't move this stuff, right? No, we can't move this stuff. Okay. Hi, Rask. Yes, I see you there. You have a wet nose, Rask. Okay. This is where most of the white policies are taking it right down. Okay. Hi, Rask again. Mickey's tucking back in? Alright. He's gonna want to go out soon because he's starting to get up moving around. Hi, Rask. And then this stuff we can dismantle or sell. Is there? There's a blacksmith. I think there are blacksmiths from this town. Is there any merchant? Oh, there is. And I think, doesn't this island have a lot of clothes? He only cut up because he heard me with a candy wrapper and he thought it was a dog wrapper. Yeah, I was thinking we should have about 3 hours before he gets up. He tends to get up around the same time. Oh, that's 2 hours. Okay, there's still 5. That way goes up to 11. Let's go to 3. That's the name of this island. That's what I wanted to know. And then sooner or later, we'd see it. The horse kept moving. I stopped so I could see it, and the horse kept moving, and it moved down. Come up again. Hurry up. It's series horses pushing us. Which is annoying. I don't like having horses. Look at it. Spilled that. I see you had your tongue sticking out. There. And yours is a blacksmith. Is there a
I'm gone.
And I think shield lady's done it. And we can go in here, right? Merchant over there. You doing the merchant in here? Sometimes there's two merchants in these places.
Greetings, stranger. Have a drink with us.
What are you offering?
We can sell you the potatoes we just stole from your boxes. Do you have anything that we want? You have blank carrots. Oh, it's been so long since we got blank carrots. That's mutton, right? Yes. You have baked potatoes. We sometimes use baked potatoes. We'll buy the baked potatoes. We'll also buy the bell peppers. That's vinegar, right? That's vinegar. We'll go to honey, because we do use that sometimes. Alright. So now we want to go to horse stash. It's not going to let us go to horse stash? Why not? Okay, now we can go to horse stash. Why wouldn't it let us do it? That was weird. We should have bought them so they went over here. Oh, you buy some of these sticks? Well, we'll sell you some of these sticks. The more weight we can get off our horse, the better. Doesn't take an Avallac'h's weight down, but it's taking weight off of our horse, as long as we don't sell things that we need to keep, which there isn't many. We're not using much in the way of alchemy. Also, why is the music so much louder in his inventory than it has been prior? Can we sort by weight? Okay, it's already sorted by weight. Those are the ones that weigh the most and cost the most. We have diamond still. We haven't found any way to find it yet. Two coins. Do we have anything that you pay 2 coins for? Doesn't matter. Eggs. You pay 1 coin for eggs. Okay. We could do our refresh thing because it probably would bring us money back, but I would rather not do that. We were doing it when we were so extremely overburdened that we couldn't do anything. Normally, because I've got a mod that's causing that to happen, and I don't know which mod it is, and I don't want it to happen. When they run out of money, they should run out of money. It shouldn't just automatically refresh like that. So. Generally treat it as though it's still there. All these houses are loot stuff. I'm not sure. Have we made loot in this area re-looted yet? It's only small sections of the game where items re-loot so far. It annoys me when these people are standing there getting warm by the fire and there's no fire. Where the blacksmith at?
You're back, right here.
So
Show me what you have in stock.
We want. Okay, sell everything we can sell. And we have to dismantle the stuff that he doesn't buy outright. We need someone to buy the Dimeridian. Do you buy the Dimeridian? You don't buy it. Who buys the Dimeridian? I don't remember. Do we need necrophage hide for anything? It's easy enough to get. So go ahead and sell it. And this is the one we have, right? Yes, we have it. Did we have anything in here to sell? Broken Naginata we can sell. We have 2 of this. Is that an item that we actually crafted? It is, isn't it? I'm gonna hold off on selling it for now. There we go. Knew we had stuff in here to sell. It was the dye and the weapon repair kits. So we want to go to dismantle and dismantle these things that he didn't buy outright. Can we dismantle the Dimeridian? Yes, we can. There. So now we aren't carrying it anymore and we can trying to get everything that we can down to ashes so that we can just sell the ashes. Starry Night, we should have hung that on the wall at Cova Bianca while we were in Kasson. I forgot. That was on my list of things we were gonna do and I just completely forgot about it. Okay. So we broke a lot of stuff down to ashes. Shall we now sell you those ashes? Can't sell them to you, but we can sell you this other stuff that we broke down.
For I think we can agree this matter is between us.
And I think these are the only two merchants in this town, right? You're not a merchant, right?
Do something about that town. We're all counting on you.
You have pretty orange cows? I like orange cows. I mean, that's probably just good too. Let's do that. Let's run it in as a normal.
Want me to sit and wait while others risk their lives for me?
That one's another one, but we'll sit and wait. Let's risk our lives. Siri not only wanted to sit and wait while others risked their lives for her, she demanded it. Okay. Siri not see if there's there's nothing. Why are you yourself going out? And you ain't got no time.
I never doubted you would. Why did you? You might have just asked.
He wouldn't have asked. He would have told them. This is why you did it and why you shouldn't. He is the knowing one. He sees and knows everything that he has. village is the village because it's that house over there, right? The village that has a second it's an armorer.
I could stay right here forever.
Yes. Well, I don't think you're going to have anything because we just sold
Greetings.
everything to that other
If you're in
guy.
need of a weapon, I'd be glad to forge something for you.
We'll look and see.
Let me
I
have a
don't
look.
think we have anything that you're gonna buy. Well, a thing we just looted. We just looted out of your neighbor's box. Yeah, we ain't got anything. Other than that one item.
So long.
And you ain't gonna loot this. Ain't gonna loot this. And this was back up around. Yes, these were the harpies we were looking for that day, and I was trying to figure out which island was it. And we couldn't figure out which island it was. Go back up and around, and there's those harpies. We had gone around the different islands looking, but I think they were all like in the southern islands. Wait a minute. I keep saying loot, I can put my credit card. This is broken. You stretching? Does that mean you're getting up?
No, I want to listen.
I believe we're done for the day, my tulip. Be it dear.
Because I think things are good. Like, yeah.
If he hates me so deeply, why didn't he tell me to my face?
That's the other one. We were talking about earlier. I can't remember why we were talking about it. Right? She had said something and I said he didn't accept me. Ah! Yeah, when he was talking to Geralt. He was talking to Geralt, and it was obvious it was intended he was talking to Ciri. He was just ignoring the fact that Ciri was there. Do that. And then Ciri responds to that, to him not to do that, and he wouldn't have done it. I don't know, why did they have him here? And again, because he would not have done that. He was very, very, very bold. I mean, what would you call what he is so you... He didn't care what people thought about it, so he didn't care about saying exactly what he felt about them right to their face. Okay, he did that with Ciri all the time. It was extremely out of character. And then I said, well, then there's that other one where she says, why wouldn't he say it to her face? He wouldn't. That's the thing. He would have said it to her face. Yeah. Why attack her? If we attack the guards, we'd have more loot to sell them. Is it because the Naginata was a silver weapon? Because when I switched to the spinner, all of a sudden it just got better. And this is animation.
Not this time.
This is nice. They have in the game, here it is. Animation. You see it? All over. Why did they use that? They've got an animation of him. Goes from picking berries to standing on the lake fishing on the edge of the lake on the beach. Then cooking a bird on the fire, then sleeping, because that's what excites us. There should be him on a boat. You never have to do this. Because we couldn't walk. It's perfect.
Help us both.
Why are you swimming? Why are you Good. There is here, huh? We can see bugs on them. Alright. Give up. Oh no, I jumped into water. He was just walking, all of a sudden he jumped into water. Something he stepped on there triggered him to jump into water instead of continue to walk. Yeah, I don't think there's much here in the water. There's some bugs on, but it ain't much. I don't remember this area being one of the areas where we came to get stuff. Because this island is so far away from everything else. It's one of those islands that it's a long distance to swim to. So it is actually to your advantage to fast travel here. But we don't use fast travels other than to change from one map to the other, and that's only because we don't have an option. If we had the option to not fast travel to change maps, we would not fast travel to change maps. I'm wondering if you could use radish to make that a thing. Probably could. I might look into that at some point. I haven't been doing much with making a lot of mods. The gameplay mechanics, I've got mostly the way I want them. So I haven't had much incentive to change much else. The mods I've been working on are just the loot respawning mod. So that loot respawns the same way plants do. And the mods that change the clothes for Siri and the other travel companions. I'm working on those as well. And then the alchemy mod, which it's more than alchemy, but it's largely affecting alchemy. It's why it's called alchemy mod. But that, I mean, not the cat food dishes are empty because you emptied them just before bed, and I did not refill them yet because I only got up when we started swimming. So there's nothing in the cat food dishes for you. There's quite a little bugs on over here. You hear something? There's people going to work. Yeah, I'll hear it too. We don't have to bark about it. You going up yet, Josh? I know Josh ain't up yet. That means you're probably gonna go out and pee on the floor. So, I should stop here and go take you out. whenever.